I just don't see any really viable way move forward for her.
There is somebody that we will not be seeing in court, and that is Meghan Markle, because she has won her defamation lawsuit filed against by her half-sister, Samantha Markle. So this $75,000 case was dismissed in Florida when a judge ruled in favor of Meghan, noting that the statements that she made during her 2021 tell-all interview was clearly opinions and therefore could not be defamatory. So the judge also said that Samantha's qualms about the Finding Freedom book, that wasn't defamation as well. And she ruled that the claims be tossed by the Duchess of Sussex because she did not write the book herself. Well, Samantha's lawyer then said it is unfortunate to see that the press has chosen to wrongly report on the judge's ruling as a total win by Meghan. Upon reviewing the order, it is made very clear that the entire case was not tossed out, but in fact, the judge is allowing Samantha the ability to amend her complaint within a 14-day period. So does Samantha really have a chance in this moving forward?
Well, she has to be very, very careful. So there's two things that are at play here. One is she going to allege what is already in the complaint is something that's not opinion, right? So defamation is it's very technical. Everybody I got defamed, but it's very, very technical. If it's an opinion and everybody reads it and this is just an opinion, you can't be sued for giving an opinion. Now, if you're making an assertion of fact, then that's very, very different. So it just depends how you're coloring it. Now, you cannot change the complaint carte blanche to try to save a lawsuit that can also be tossed out. So you have to be very, very careful, and it could be, and you can be sanctioned for doing that. Now, how is it that with regards to the book, what are you going to allege with regards to whether that was actually Meghan Markle writing it? I remember the last time I covered, we talked about that. How is she going to say that this is something that came from Meghan Markle, that she somehow wrote it? So I do not see any chance of the allegations having to do with a book being resuscitated.
Right. I mean, how difficult are defamation lawsuits even to prove to begin with? I mean, obviously we saw Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, but Amber Heard wrote that op-ed, so it was easier to prove. This, of course, she didn't write the book, so it's going to be almost impossible.
Right. Yeah. You put it on the nose. It's easy. It's hard to get past, just to get in front of a judge, for the judge not to look at it and go, this doesn't even qualify. I'm not even to consider this. Yeah. Once you get past that, then you have to go and prove people's intent, that they were saying it. Did they know it was a lie? Did they do it maliciously, or were they acting in good faith? There's so many nuances. It is very, very hard to prevail, not only to get past the initial procedural grounds, but to convince the fact finder that this was done maliciously, and get into the head of the authors. It's very, very hard.
It's very hard. Is it possible that Meghan would countersue or, sue Samantha as well? I feel like she probably just wants to make this all go away, but could she sue Samantha if she wanted to?
I'm sure she wants to countersue. Yeah. I don't know if there's any claims that exist. And you can't sue somebody for filing a lawsuit because that's kind of a protected activity. I think, the less she does, the quicker this goes away. Everybody that I've heard and read about doesn't understand why Samantha's bringing this, other than to either try to grab some money or try to grab some attention. But I just don't see any really viable way move forward for her.
For more news, content, and exclusive interviews, make sure to hit the sub, like, and bell button down below, and visit usmagazine.com.